Is your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man worth watching, or just another woke disaster? All right, guys, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man has wrapped up. And the big question for those who haven't watched it yet is it good, bad, or just another woke mess? In this spoiler-free review, we're breaking it all down. Before we dive in, let me know in the comments. Do you think this show isn't worth watching, or are you considering giving it a chance? I'm reading every comment. The bad stuff first. Let's start with the negatives, because even though there aren't many, they might be enough to make some people skip the show. First up, the animation. This has been one of the biggest criticisms. It doesn't have the same quality as What If? And some fans even joke that it looks like a PS2 game. And honestly, they're not wrong. It reminds me a lot of Ultimate Spider-Man for the PS2, which makes me think this was an intentional artistic choice based on their budget. It doesn't feel like a mistake. It's clearly meant to look this way. Next, let's talk about diversity. Some characters have been race-swapped. And honestly, there's not much to say about it. It's pretty obvious this project was greenlit when Victoria Alonso was still in charge. If I missed anything else that might be a deal-breaker for you, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Good stuff. And there's a lot. Despite the changes in ethnicity, the best thing about this show is its character development. This isn't just mindless entertainment. It actually takes its time to tell a story. If you're a comic book fan, you'll notice that this show feels like a Spider-Man comic, with characters switching from allies to enemies and vice versa, unexpected twists, and deep connections to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And while the animation might be questionable at times, the action scenes are absolutely insane. The fights are so fluid and intense that they actually remind me more of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man movies than Tom Holland's. If you had any doubts about the animation, once you see the action, you'll forget all about it.
That was totally wicked!
Some people say this is the Spider-Man story Tom Holland's version should have had. And while I agree to an extent, I think people should go back and rewatch his movies. This show might be superior, but the Spider-Man films still did a solid job representing what the MCU was at the time. But hey, that's a topic for another video. So, is this show worth watching? Absolutely. Without a doubt, I'd give it a 10 out of 10. It's an excellent series that you're going to love, and you should definitely give it a chance. If you're already watching the show, check out my breakdowns for each episode. They're waiting for you. Go watch them now. And don't forget to subscribe.